everyone, welcome to my presentation of my English 2 oral test, Unit 3. Well, as you know, my name is Cesar David Ochoa Marquez. I'm in the second group MEM, by the way, and the name of my teacher, who is in charge of evaluating this project, is Hermes Menez Hernandez. Well, the name of this video project is My Epidemics Experience. I hope that you like it. Well, as everyone knows, we are now in the middle of a global pandemic. This pandemic started on December last year, and as everyone knows, we are now in the middle of a global pandemic. This pandemic started in December of the last year in Wuhan City, China. Before all this, we used to have a relatively normal life. Over time, the virus spread throughout the city with more and more cases. But by January of this year, some cases had been confirmed outside the Wuhan city. After this, everything started to spiral out of control. The virus spread faster, and the people began to fear this now virus. To prevent the spread of the virus, governments have imposed travel restrictions, quarantines, confinements, social isolations, events cancellations, and establishment closings. And with the virus, strong effects on the economy have come due for the social isolation established to prevent its spread. People no longer work by the way they used to do it, and that is what destabilizes the economy on large scales. After the Asia population was quickly infected, the virus spread to Europe and later in the United States. Being in Europe when it had a faster spread and more deaths. In Europe, a mandatory quarantine was established, and that was greatly helped the case of COVID-19 decrease. The same happened in Asia, since many preventive measures were taken, and now Asia has recovered from the pandemic. Shortly after the virus spread to Europe, it reached to the United States, where it spread quickly, leaving several deaths, becoming the country with the most deaths in the world. Among the measures announced by the United States government to combat the COVID-19 pandemic, the state of emergency into which the country entered stands out. This implies that various places and events must be kept closed, such as the cinema or shopping malls. After the United States exceeded the number of deaths in Italy, cases were suspect in Mexico, which turned out to be negative. There were a few days of calm when the first positive case of COVID-19 was confirmed here in Mexico. The time there were more confirmed classes. Again, the chaos broke out. People began to make massive purchases of panic, devastating the supermarkets. But of course, since we are Mexicans, many people did not take it seriously. The people that used to share memes and making jokes on social media, and some people even believe that the COVID-19 did not exist. In a comparison of the United States, Europe, and Asia, which have more medical advances and more responsiveness due to the pandemic, Mexico is progressing very slowly, since, as I said, the people do not take it seriously. There are many people who do not respect the isolation and continue their lives as they're used to do it. But we can no longer do this if we want to stop the pandemic. In my opinion, no country was prepared for a pandemic. We were somewhat lucky that it did not arrive here sooner. However, the measures that have been taken here have not been sufficient. The cases continue to increase, since at the contrast of other countries people don't protect themselves. In my locality, there are already several confirmed cases of COVID-19. However, the situation only worsens. The quarantine started about 1 month ago, and most of the people are working in a limited way, and the students are studying from home. Since the students are not really studying, at least not from the school. The only thing that some teachers do is leaving homework without actually teaching us. So some students study on their own. People with business had to close them, as is the case of my mother, who, for her safety and of her clients, had to close her business. And right now, the company my father works for is working at 15% since cannot stop activities completely. Eh, Now, I am at home all the time, playing video games with my brother and doing my homework. I don't go out at all. Anyway, I hardly used to go out before the pandemic. Now only my parents go out to do the shopping. Well, my current situation has not been the best. Since this week I have a lot of homework because it is the evaluation week of my school. The school year will soon end, and in my opinion, I don't think that we will resume activities now. Since here in my city, the cases of COVID-19 continue to increase and the health of both students and teachers will be put at risk. But well, this is only my experience. This was my presentation for the English oral test, Unit 3. And I hope that you like it. And well, thanks for watching and for listening. See you.